I've actually never done it this way before, but I've always done a schedule one. Okay, we're live. Hello, everybody. As you see, there's no one here yet, okay? So once I start seeing people popping in, then I will have you introduce yourself, unless you wanted to go ahead and do it. I'd say swear. Okay, so we do have people in here. We got Melissa and Joanna and Mariel. So Adam, would you like to introduce yourself in case there may be some people out there that don't know who you are?
I can indeed. So my name is Adam. I have a YouTube channel called Adam Sews, and I'm Adam Sews on all the different platforms. I am mainly a bag maker, but I also quilt, I garment sew, I have patterns that I write that are available in PDF format, and just anything that I can sew, I will basically.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm a quilter, but I love just doing anything and everything.
Yeah, I'll give anything a go if I can sew it.
Definitely. It's like if it's something I can use needle and thread for, I'm game. I'm willing to try it.
Yeah.
See, now we got also Miss Linda, our cell lady, and Michelle from Michelle's Crafts and More, Miss June Hanson. Hello, hello, everybody. And Michelle, if you can go into the other stream chat to direct everybody over here, I would greatly appreciate it, sweetheart. Today we had a lot of difficulty with my system, but for whatever reason, Zoom and YouTube were not wanting to play nicely together.
Mhm.
And I had to give it a nice swift kick in the booty.
The
We got Miss
solution to
Mary.
most things.
Yes, we got Miss Mary G and Brian Springer in the house. Hello, peoples. Melissa says she has not made a bag yet. Girl, you gotta try. It's not that bad. It's not scary at all.
No, it's good fun. But you'll get bitten by the bug and then you'll just carry on making them and then you'll have more bags than you have hot dinners.
Oh, that's too funny. Hey, John. John's in the house from Art East.
Hi, John.
So I do got a little bit of a thing to show off today, package I received. I have not even opened it up yet. And I
Oh,
knew it'd be
fab.
something that you would also love as well, Adam.
Fun. Is it artist related?
No, it is Tula related.
Ah, okay.
And I pre-ordered this back in April. Actually, I looked at the order date. I ordered it on my birthday.
Oh, fab.
So it is the Gray Works half yard bundle
Oh,
of
it's so
Tula.
pretty.
I know. I'm like, I've never done Tula until like it's like the Gray Works really drew me in because it's it's just like pops of color here and there.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not like
It's a
so
very
like
usable.
yeah, it's not like so all in your face color. So it's like it highlights the color and not like the color isn't running the show.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
But
a really strong line grey work. I think it's
yes.
probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, I wanted to get the war because I love
Oh, the dinosaurs.
dinosaurs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I didn't jump on that boat fast enough. But as soon as I seen the pre-order for this, I'm like, game.
Yeah. It's amazing how many of the prints in Raw you can use with other lines because there's quite a few of them that don't have dinosaurs that are really good blenders.
Yes. So just out of curiosity, when is the very first time? John goes, Donnell, I thought maybe Adam broke your channel. You're too funny. Let's see. So when is the very first time ever that you ever did anything with Tula?
Uh, Probably only about 3 or 4 months after I started my YouTube channel. So I would say about 4 years, 5 years ago. I can't remember how long I've had my channel now. I think 4 years, 4 or 5 years.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it's been quite a recent thing. But I've got Tula dating back to like about 15 years ago, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So I'm a bit like John. We kind of hunt down out of print in like when we can't sleep in the evenings. So we lay in bed, not being able to sleep. So we just spend hours and hours trawling the internet.
Yes, yeah, see what I do whenever I see that's me during my work hours. I'm sitting on my phone.
Yeah.
I'm like, while I'm on hold, because my work responsibilities is a lot of sitting on hold or making calls.
Okay. Yeah.
So I do a lot of when I'm sitting there and everything, I'm scrolling through the internet, usually shopping for something,
Yeah.
for the next pretty thing.
Yeah. It's hard because there's always something new and shiny.
Yes. And
Yeah. It
then
is very
some
difficult.
people in my crew loves to send me all the wonderful links to stuff. They're like,
Yep.
hey, Donnell. I'm like, y'all are not right.
Well, I don't even look at D stashes anymore. Half the time now, if someone puts something on a D stash, someone I know or someone that knows of me just emails me the link to the D stash. So I don't even intentionally go looking for it anymore. People just see it and go, "Oh, I know who would want that,"
Uh-huh.
and then I end up with an inbox full of people saying, "Oh, so and so's put this on a D stash. It's
Oh my
Tula."
gosh, too funny. Hello,
Yeah,
Susan and Charlotte and Shelly. She says hello from chilly, Ohio. Yeah, it is definitely chilly here in Michigan today.
I probably was, John. I probably was using it in the past life. It gets many late night texts. Yep, late night Tula texts.
See, John says that gray work is so good. Meryl says,
You,
Melissa, once you make a bag, you will look at a store bags in a whole new way and see how much effort it takes to make the creative work of art.
yeah.
Hey, Ingrid and Katie Krause and Cora. Try to make sure I said hello to everybody. John says, I feel that Adam was using Tula in his past lives. He may have been, you never know. Hey, got some pieces here ready to go. I am finishing up on making the rest of my pinwheels. My son has already found out that I'm making this for him because he loves Halloween
Brilliant.
and he needs a new quilt. So my oldest son will be receiving this. And I finally found the fabrics I needed for the sashing that's going around each pinwheel. Because I'm like, I want sashing around the pinwheels, but I couldn't figure out what fabric to use. So that way they're not, I wouldn't lose the design of any of these fabrics.
I do love that panel in the center.
Yes. So in my little exploration, I went hunting on Amazon. I love Amazon. Hey, Mitzi and Amanda and Lily. So I found this. Okay, so no, what it was, I take that back. It was not Amazon. It was Jordan Fabrics.
Oh,
And these
nice.
strips I'm going to use is Midnight Moon.
Hmm.
And it is this array of gorgeous creams and oranges and blacks.
That's really pretty. It's nice that it's small print as well, small scale.
Yeah, because I'm like, I wanted something small, but that will highlight the design and
Yeah.
complement it, but not take away from it.
Hmm. I never know how to use panels, and I don't really buy them for that reason. I've only ever made one quilt with a panel, and that was a Mary Poppins quilt.
Yeah, the only thing I've ever done with a panel before this one was I turned one into I fussy cutted out the design I wanted out of it and made my my youngest son's jacket.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I love doing quilted jackets. And let's see if I can't pull up the picture on my phone so I can show you. Yeah, so here's the back of his jacket. He's big Mario Brother fan.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then here is the front of it.
Oh, I like that.
And that was the only things that was on that panel, and it was just a solid blue background. So I just cut out the items I wanted and then zigzag stitched it down really good.
Mm. I think you can make a quilt quite quickly with a panel, can't you? Because you can potentially take up about 25 to 30% of the quilt just with a panel.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I need to investigate panels a little bit more. I kind of wish Tula did panels.
let's see. Mitzi said she loves Jordan fabrics. I do too. And they actually got that to me fairly quickly.
I have watched so many of their videos on YouTube.
Yes. Yeah,
If we
I
go out for
literally
the
sat here and
day,
cried when she passed away.
oh, it was awful.
I was like, oh my God. I'm like, I didn't even know she was even sick.
No, well, she disappeared off of YouTube for quite a while, didn't she? But I think because there's so many videos on there that kind of rotate, I don't think people realize that there wasn't much posted for a while.
Yeah, that's how it was for me. It's like, I'm like, I just thought, okay, she's taking a break or doing family stuff or something.
Yeah,
I never had any thought of the fact that she just wasn't here anymore.
yeah.
And I gotta commend his or her husband, Matt, because he's keeping it going, him and their kid.
Yeah. They've done such a great job keeping it going, and they've done such a great job holding it together as well.
Yeah, definitely. The panels are also great for fussy cutting. They are. I love fussy cutting out of panels. Hey, Nicole Baldwin's in house. Lily says, I love panels. My only problem with panels is deciding on what kind of border to put on it. Yeah, this one here, for me, because I have a couple of different panels. And for me, I gotta wait until I find something that actually speaks to me to go with it. Or for what I like to call, wait until it tells me what it wants to be when it grows up.
Yeah. I have a lot of fabrics in my stash that are like that, and they've been in there many years, and they've still not told me what they want to be.
You know, sometimes the kid sure takes a little bit longer to grow up. Because I have some of my very first fabrics I ever got and everything that I'm just like, I'm in love with the fabric, so I can't let it go.
Yeah. Thing is
And
as
I'm just
well is
waiting
it's
for it to let me know what it wants to do.
you get sentimental about certain fabrics as well. I think that's what the issue
Yes.
is. I mean, I've got some fabrics that I know I will never, ever, ever, ever use because I don't know that the perfect project never happens, but I won't ever get rid of them. And I do think
Yeah,
there
for
is
me, it's
another,
like some of my biggest problems is the fact that the fabrics are just so beautiful. I don't have it in me to cut them up.
yeah. Well, this is the thing as well. Some fabrics you just don't want to cut up the design itself. If there's like an animal in there, you don't want to chop its legs off or
Right? Because every ounce of it is just so pretty.
yeah, it's hard.
That's how, whenever I made my mom her charity blanket and everything and all, because when my mom got diagnosed with cirrhosis of the liver and everything and all that stuff and all, then she was going through some treatments.
Mm,
And while she was going through her treatments, a bunch of my viewers were sending me in fat 5-inch squares, and I was turning them into a quilt
mm.
for her to use for during treatments or whatnot. And so it's crazy because like Zaza has sent me over like this gorgeous yardage. And it's like this beautiful purple and everything. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't cut into this. I'm like, this is
Hmm.
just too pretty. I cannot cut into it. So I wound up using that and some of the scrap pieces of the other squares that people sent me and turn it into a pillowcase.
Nice.
That way there I didn't have to cut into it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mitzi says, I know Chewy will love his new quilt. Yeah, so Chewy is my son's dog. He's one of the other puppies I told you about that we got.
Oh, nice.
And so he's the one that chose my son. And he's the one that I can actually see the Bichon and the small poodle in him.
Okay.
And well, he kind of likes to curl up with his daddy, which lately he's been a big grandma's boy. I'm like, I just look at my son, I'm like, ha ha, I stole your baby.
Funny. A friend of mine, her daughter went away for school camp a couple of weekends ago, and her daughter's cat normally doesn't go anywhere near her. But she messaged me and said, I can't get this cat off my lap. She's been on my lap all night. She said, but every time I try and move her, she said, because she doesn't particularly like me, because she's not, I'm like, it wasn't her cat. She said, every time I try and move her, she bites me. She said, so she was really looking forward to her daughter coming back from camp so that she'd sort her own cat out.
Oh,
She said she looks really cute and really like cuddly and stuff. She said, but then the minute you try and move her, she bites you.
it's because she doesn't want to be disturbed.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
Joyce
tempting.
JK. And anyone that I may have missed on saying hello to, hello. Sometimes it gets hard to keep up with the chats. So let's see here. I fixed out some questions to ask you so that way there I can make sure I have plenty of things to figure out and all. Come on. My phone is being all stinky on me.
These scrap blocks are addictive. I think it's going to end up being the most huge quilt once I finish with these.
So when was it that you made your first clothing article?
Oh, I was probably about 11 or 12, I think.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, so quite a while ago. Good, well, best part of nearly 20 years.
Oh, wow. I would
Yeah.
have never expected you to say that young.
Oh, really? Yeah, I've been sewing since I was about 11 or 12. Quite a long time.
I mean, I've been sewing for a while, but my mom started me off with making quilts.
Oh, okay. That's
So we
interesting.
would
Yeah,
try,
no, we,
yeah, I would make them and then we would, instead of quilting them on a machine or anything, she showed me the tying method, the tying the knot method.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I've never done that. I've always wanted to.
I'm not a huge fan of it.
I just worry about the longevity of it. Do
Yeah,
they last as,
that and plus also the choking hazards to where like, okay, I got puppies.
yeah,
So I could easily see them trying chewing one of those knots out whenever not being watched and
yeah,
wind up causing a issue that requires emergency surgery or something.
yeah.
Could just be the mom in me that I'm like always like, okay, I could see a choking hazard or something taking place with almost everything.
Yeah, I mean mine would be fine with that. They don't chew anything. The only thing they chew is their own toys, so I wouldn't worry about that. I like to be able to wash my quilts quite frequently, and I would just worry about it not lasting very long.
That's a possibility too.
Because I don't know about you, but when I quilt my quilts, I quilt them quite dense.
I don't normally, but I do a lot. I love echo quilting around all my stitches.
Yeah.
So on like both sides of the seam, I'll put an echo quilting.
Okay. Yeah, see, I free motion most of my quilts. I just do a meander stitch over the whole entire quilt.
So that is actually one thing I want to work on this year is teaching myself how to do free motion quilting
Yeah,
for this upcoming year because I really want to learn that
mm,
because it gets expensive sending your quilts out to be quilted.
does. We don't really have that. It's not as popular here to have them long armed.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I
I have
never
had
kind of did
a
it
few.
until this year, and then there's like just a few quilts that I wanted like the custom quilting done on
Yeah.
that I would try and send it to Handmade by Ying and have her quilt them for me.
Oh wow. Yeah, I'd like to have a long arm at some point in the near future so that I can learn a bit more sort of free motion quilting. I've got a frame at the moment that I use, but the depth of your quilting area is so shallow
Yes.
compared to on a long arm.
Yeah, I don't have the space for a long arm, but I'm hoping whenever because eventually we're going to sell our house and get a bigger house out in
Hmm.
the countryish area. Because where I'm at, I'm like right in the city, which gets
Okay.
aggravating. Oh, bring me my baby girl. Oh, so this is my little Luna.
Oh, cute. She's got
And
such fluffy ears.
I know it's so funny. I always call it her little pigtails. And then the more hiked up she gets, look at this. The more hiked up she gets, the more curl her tail gets.
Brilliant.
And when she's like completely relaxed, it goes out straight flat.
Oh, really?
It is so
See,
funny.
that's one thing I miss with owls because owls don't have tails, and it's really funny to try because you can't. I mean, with owls, you can see they're excited. They just bounce off the walls when they're excited, but it's kind of sad that they don't have that ability to wag the tail.
Yeah. Well, when she gets like super excited, she wagged her whole butt.
Yeah, yeah,
Or
that's
whenever
what
she
owls do
wants,
instead.
yeah, or whenever she wants to play, she'll try and like prance, jump around and everything, all but like the whole bulldog prance.
Yeah.
What are you doing, baby girl? Come here.
Just shut the
I'm gonna
light on.
scratch you. I know you're not used to being in here, huh? They don't get free roam of this room because I had the birds in here and too much stuff for them to get into since they're still in chewing phases.
Yeah.
Because they're still technically puppies. They're under a year old.
Okay.
But the
She's
veterinarian
so
said that
cute.
they're as big as they're going to get.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, thank goodness, because I actually wanted like 10 to 12 pound dogs, and I'm on up with like they're like 17 pounds right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, y'all need to stop.
Yeah. Well, that's what happened with our boy. Our girl is only sort of like she weighs just over 5 kilos, which is not a lot at all. And our boy weighs nearly 16.
Oh
He's like
wow.
3 times bigger than her. And he was so this tiny little like skinny little puppy that was just so tiny, and then he's just turned into this absolute monster.
Oh well, Mitzi said that someone is giving her a long arm as soon as she clears out space, maybe later this month.
Oh, fantastic.
Congratulations. Let's see. Melissa goes, butt wiggles. Yes. It's so funny. It's like her whole back half just wags. Okay, you ready to go back in there to your big brother and daddy, huh? Because mommy can't get any sewing done like this. And I can't put you down. Princess. She's like, yes, mom. Be
They always
right
want to
back.
be with you.
Yes, she does. Okay, come on in there with Daddy. Yep. Okay, I'm back.
No, I'm rethreaded.
Did you come unthreaded?
Yeah, I don't even know how, because the bobbin was still threaded.
Weird.
And I'm using a thread bunny, so no idea how the top came unthreaded. It must have snapped.
Yeah, my favorite is whenever this stinking because I don't have a blade in my machine for the thread cutter,
Oh, okay.
and then my Juki has that activation in the pedal, and I don't know how to deactivate it. Where if you hit the pedal a certain way, then it cuts your thread.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, since
mine's
I
got
don't
that
have a
too.
blade in there, all it does is cause a tingle.
Okay. Have you seen that you can get the Juki do another pedal, which the thread cutter is on a separate pedal next to your main pedal?
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to look
Yeah,
into that because that would be nice to have. My
yeah,
son did
because
3D print me something to help stop it. And for the
yeah,
longest time it did, but somehow or another I have now reactivated it at times. So I figured out the spot on the pedal where I can actually push the pedal and it doesn't clip it.
yeah. Your other option is to spin your pedal round.
But if I'm not paying attention and I hit the wrong spot of the pedal, then I'm going to cut my thread or
Yeah,
try to cut
a
my
lot of
thread.
people do that. They spin it round so that it's sideways, so that the end that you would press to cut it is over to the right hand side.
Too funny. Hey, Andrea. Neville and Kaysen were born without a tail, so lots of butts wiggle here. So Neville and Kaysen are is Melissa's dogs.
Okay.
And she also has a Luna.
How does she?
And it's so funny because a lot of times whenever I'm live streaming and she's at home, the dogs will get all excited when they hear my voice. Because she's one of the ones I sit here and hang out with on Zoom.
Okay. So they
And
recognize.
anytime I'm on there hanging out and everything all with them, then I'm like, Luna, Neville. And it gets them all wound up. So, what is the very first article of clothing you ever made?
Uh, oh, that's a good question. I'm trying to think back that far. Uh,
And I got some good questions for you today, huh?
I think it was pajamas. I think I might be wrong. I think it was pajamas.
At
Yeah,
first,
I'm pretty sure it was. I know that one of the very early things that I made was a dressing gown, and that was made from this Dalmatian print velour fabric, and it was horrible.
so what's the
And I
first thing
did.
you ever made with Tula?
Oh, now that is one that's got me stumped. I don't actually remember. What did I make? Oh, no, I do remember what I made. I made a wall hanging with the Curiouser line, the Alice in Wonderland. That was the first. So funny, Curiouser wasn't actually the first line of tuna that I got. I got a fat quarter of one of the tent stripes and a fat quarter of another print. But then I found out that at the time that when I got those, that the current collection that was out was Curiouser and Curiouser. So I hunted down Tula on D-stash groups and stuff, and a lady was selling almost the full line on bolts, but she had about like 4 meters left on one, six on another, two on one. So she just had like random amounts left on bolts, and she was selling the whole lot off as a job bundle sort of thing. And I ended up just buying the whole bundle because I was just like, I'll just buy whatever she's got left. And I think it worked out. I ended up with about 45 meters of Curiouser.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
and even when that turned up, knowing that I had that much of it, I still didn't want to cut it up because of it's obviously a lot more of a premium price fabric than your fat quarter bundles that you get from like the equivalent of Walmart here. So I ended up just cutting out two of the Red Queen's faces and two of Alice's face, and I made like a big like sort of four patch, but with sashings in between and cornerstones. And then I just free motion quilted it and turned it into a wall hanging. So yeah, that was the first thing that I made with Tula. And then I
So
think
cool.
from then I felt a bit more confident just to sort of just cut into everything. And then that was just the beginning of the downward spiral.
Yeah, so funny thing is, the very first line or thing of fabric I ever received at Tula, I actually didn't even know it was Tula. I
Oh,
was still
really?
barely a new quilter, not really familiar with like brands
Yeah.
and or the big names and everything. And I Chan, because Ian had asked for some honey because my husband and son are beekeepers.
Okay.
I mean, obviously I am too, but they are more active in tending to the bees than what I am. Hey,
Yeah.
Dorlin, Joydy, and Vintage Joe and Cherie. So Iton has sent him a jar of honey, and in the process, because I wanted to make sure it was nice and secured inside this box, that it did
Yeah.
not get broken, so I wrapped it up in batting and a bunch of fabric.
Hmm.
One of the yardages of fabric that I put in there that I thought he would like, that seemed like it would be something that he may like, was
Yeah.
a Tula fabric.
Oh, wow.
And it had like a bunch, I remember it was like black and some tones of greens, like really light greens. It was black and white with tones of greens. It was more white than black. And it had
Yeah.
like, the only thing that really stands out in my memory of it was it had zebras on it and then some other animals.
Yeah. Sketchy, it's called. It's from Limework. It was like
Yes.
a graph paper background.
Yeah, so and I was like, okay, I'm like, I really don't know what I would do with this, so I'll send it to Ian and see if he wants it. And if not, he can pass it along to someone else.
Yeah. It's one of my
And it
favorite
wasn't until he opened
fabrics.
it. Yeah, it wasn't until he opened it and told me that that was a Tula. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I have a bolt of that above my head, right up center there. I don't know if you'll be able to see it.
Oh, wow.
It's on the top of the center, that on there.
Yep.
Yeah. It has got like a greeny tinge to it, hasn't it? Like a mint kind of green.
Yes. It was
Yeah.
like, it was more white than black. It was like drawings or something like that, and just had
Yeah.
like little highlights of the mint green in it.
Yeah. So I have my notebook is made with that fabric, my notebook cover.
Oh, yes, that's it right there.
Yeah. And
Yep.
it's got the zebra.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I actually sent him, I think it was like a yard or maybe a little less than a yard of that fabric.
yeah, it's my favorite. It's probably up there as one of my favorite prints,
Well,
which
yeah,
is why
because it's
every
like,
time I
it's
see it, I buy
very,
more.
yeah, because it's like very muted.
Yeah. It's a good blender. You can use it in the background of it. And it's really nice to applique on as well.
Yes, because the animals are spread out enough where you're not like chopping a head off or something like
Mhm.
that.
Yeah,
See,
so
Missy
she did
says,
a
Missy wants to know, have you done any competitive sewing or quilting?
I have not. I have well, I've entered some like small village um like competitions and stuff with handmade toys and things. But I've never actually entered any of my quilts. I'm just a bit scared that I don't know that I would be able to not take it too personally if there was something about it someone didn't like because they are quite vibrant and they are quite loud and they're not traditional in any sense.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm like, it's like I would love to fit my stuff into a show, but it would have to be a show where there's no judging.
Yeah. I think
Because
I would
if they
like
give
to,
me
yeah,
anything, if they give me any really bad input and everything, I don't know if I'd want to pick it up again.
yeah,
Or I might look differently at that project that I worked so hard on.
yeah, yeah. I have a fear that I would then,
Yeah, like me, I have a tendency to take and things to really to heart. So
yeah, I do about some things, and then there's other things that just completely just wash over me, and I'm not bothered at all. It's really strange, but I think when it's something so personal that you put so much time and effort into,
definitely, like anytime I make something custom for somebody, I'm always so worried about, are they going to love this? Are they going to be honest with me if they don't love it?
yeah, that's why whenever anyone pre-orders a bag or anything from me, I always send them pictures of every single detail on it before I ask whether they're happy with the final product or not.
Now, have you ever done like, okay, so there is a pattern I would like for you to make for me, but I was looking on your website the other day and I didn't really see this on there. It was the um unless you got a different pattern that would work just as well and everything, but the pattern I was looking at was the I think it was made by Annie or something like that, the Everything 2.0 bag.
The place for everything, yes, I have made that. I've got one above my head.
Awesome sauce. Do you do those for order by chance?
I do. I don't advertise it very much, because they are very involved and they take a long time. But I think I've made about six for order.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've got one of my own. Funnily enough, every single one of them that I've made has been for order. I've never ever made one for myself until we went to QuiltCon, and then I was like, I need one for the flight to put all
Yeah,
of my
because
EPP in.
I bought the pattern and I thought, okay, I'll use my Tula fabric to make myself a bag out of it. Because I wanted like a carry-along bag and everything for my EPP.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, now I'm nervous because it's like I don't really want to cut into my fabric.
Yeah, it's a big bag to make the place for everything. There's a lot of components to it.
Yeah, and like where it tells you that to use like the mesh or the vinyl for the
Yeah,
pockets. I've never worked with mesh or vinyl. I bought them made by Annie Mesh, but I've never
yeah,
actually worked with it before, so I don't know what I'm doing.
yeah. The mesh is a lot easier to work with than the vinyl, but because the mesh has got stretch and you have to bind the mesh with fold over elastic, you're working with two things that stretch in different ways.
Yeah, it's like working with two different things of bias,
Yes, yeah,
which I love working with bias because it's very forgiving.
it is, especially yeah for binding and things like that. It's brilliant. Have I got my one here? So my one, I adapted mine slightly. Mine is this is my a place for everything. So mine I made from Full Moon Forest and the black and white,
Oh, I love it. And I love the checker that you did for the strap.
the strap. But mine doesn't have the pages inside. Mine has pull out inserts, which are
Okay.
both of mine are downstairs because they've got my
Like
EPP in
pocket
them.
inserts or something?
Yeah, so I've got like two big clear vinyl project bags that slot into mine, so that I
Oh,
can just
okay.
lift one out at a time because the pages. It's a really nice bag and it's really useful because it's got a lot of storage, but the pages are actually quite large when you take them out because they're the full width of the bag open. So if you want to just take one page out to use, it's quite a lot of space on your lap. So I,
Yes.
I, with my one, I just made pockets that go in that sit in the bag to the right size, but you can just take one pocket out at a time.
Oh, I like that idea.
Yeah, it makes them a bit more usable, and it also gives you a larger area rather than the pockets that are in the pattern. Because if you've got large sort of sections of EPP blocks that you've made, they're then big enough for them to lay flat completely. So yeah,
Oh,
they
I
do.
like that.
Yeah,
So,
I'll send you a picture of the pages when I find them. They're downstairs somewhere.
oh, awesome. Thank you. So, for someone like me that does not have a lot of experience in making bags, I've
Yeah.
made some bags and I do decent work on it and everything all. I would not say I'm a professional bag maker or anything in any way, but any recommendations or advice you could give for someone like me that is
Have you worked with like quilted foam for bags before?
the fusible fleece?
No, so like the Biani foam, the Biani soft and stable.
No, I have not.
Okay. Well, my advice would be to make something from it that you only need a very small panel quilted to actually make the bag from, because then you're going to get you'll get used to the feel of using it and how
Okay.
it behaves, but without going into a huge project like the Place for Everything. Because the Place for Everything, you need to create panels that are absolutely huge to cut down to each block.
Okay.
So then you're working with fairly big chunks of the foam to create your quilted
Yeah.
panels.
Yeah,
But
so
I
so
also don't
essentially
I
we're
never quilt.
do that with some scrap stuff before I try and start chopping up my Tula.
Yeah. I so if I make any of the binding patterns, I don't actually prepare the quilted fabric the way that the pattern recommends you to, because it asks you to make like a quilted panel that is like 58 inches by 42, and it expects you to make a panel that big to then cut all of your individual panels out of, and it's just too much. It's too big to work with if you're not long arming it.
Yeah. I'm like, that seems like a lot.
Yeah, so for instance, if when you go to the cutting layout for what you're supposed to cut the quilted panels out from that big panel, I just cut all of my pieces of fabric and my foam to about an inch bigger than the finished panel sizes. So if it's, say, for instance, a 10 by 8 for the front of the bag, I just cut it 11 by 9 and then quilt that 11 by 9 square and then move on to the next piece.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, that makes it a lot easier. And you've got more control as well with your fabric placement then as well.
Yeah, because I want to be able to fussy cut areas like the outside two outside sections. I want it to be like obvious, like the gorgeous animal heads.
Yeah, yeah. So if you just do like a 58 by 46 panel or whatever, you're you're limited then as to where you can cut those panels out of.
Yes.
And also you then have a lot of scrap left over, which is most of the time it's completely unusable.
Yeah, because I mean, right now, anything I make where I have any fabric left over, I'm actually cutting into 2.5 inch squares to use in my memory EPP quilt that I'm making for
Yeah,
myself.
yeah.
And
But
I
then
work on that on
if that's
Sundays.
yeah, if that's then quilted into soft and sable, you then have to unpick it all in order to be able to cut the fabric back down. Whereas
Yeah, which
if you do
takes
it
a
the way I
lot more
do,
work than what
yeah,
I'm willing to put into it. Because at that point, I would just toss it and
yeah.
cry.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. Dahlia is in the house. She says hi to Nell, Adam, and everyone in the chat. Brian says, I am new to quilting, so I am thinking of entering my first quilt when it's done so I can learn. I think that would be easier to take than when I am better at it and they judge it.
Yeah. I think as a yeah, I think if you're a new quilter, I think it's probably really beneficial as well, knowing the things that you can focus on more.
Definitely. So Terry says, Adam, if Tula ever runs low on stock, she can get her yardage from you.
Yeah, I have it. You know, I have been contacted a few times from people saying I'm halfway through a quilt and I need a 5 inch square of this. Is there any way that you have it? And I'm like, yes, I have it. Depending on what it is.
John says, I have a beautiful quilted notebook from Sketchy, or with Sketchy from Adam.
Yeah, he's got his notebook is really similar to mine, and it's got the ribbons on the front of it as well on his one.
Oh, awesome. Let's see. Okay, it doesn't look like I missed anything else. If I did, I'm sorry. But okay, it is going on 11 o'clock right now. Do you want to share anything that may be coming up on your channel? I know you just did a
Uh,
Friday shows yesterday. That was really awesome as well, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, there's nothing especially different that's coming up on the channel, but I am trying to change the format of my weekly videos so that they're not just a case of me saying, this is what I've made this week and this is what I'm planning on making. I'm trying to include a little bit more content now of me actually assembling things and me sewing throughout the week so that it's a bit more sort of a bit more exciting in a
Yeah.
sense and a bit more of seeing how I do things rather than just me telling you what I've done that week. So yeah, I'm trying to change the format of my videos quite a bit over the next few weeks.
Yeah, I found it really funny whenever I was watching your video where you were packaging up orders and then got frazzled and lost concentration on what it was that you were doing.
Yeah. And I'm normally pretty good at multitasking, so I don't know what was wrong with me that day.
Quilters have off days too.
Yeah, yeah. That was quite funny, that one. When I watched that back to edit it, I was like, "Shit, I'm not even gonna edit it all out because it is quite funny."
Yeah, I mean, and plus, I mean, I don't really, so for my recorded videos, I don't edit anything out because
Yeah,
I'm like, that way there, I'm like, people see that I'm real. I have issues too. And that way there, I can also show them how I fix my boo-boos.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Unlike, or if I'm having an off day, which normally happens on my live streams, AKA the whole new stream for today.
Yeah. It's always the way though with live streams. There's always some gremlin that says, no, you're not going live.
Yeah, it's like something out in the universe is like, nope, not today. See,
Funny.
Lily says Tula is her retirement investment.
Yeah. Yeah. I do fear though with whether it's going to be like TY Beanie Babies. Do you remember those?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so when I was younger, I was actually pregnant with my first son working at McDonald's. And
Yeah.
my first week of being trained there was Beanie Baby set
Yep.
season at McDonald's. And oh my God, I'm like, why did y'all bring me in here to train me on this?
Yeah. They was carnage. People were crazy for those.
They just threw me to the wolves.
Yeah. But do you remember that everyone had them? I mean, I am gonna own up. I probably have about 2,000 of those things in my parents' loft. And they recently moved and they were like, do you want all your Beanie Babies back? And I was like, nope. Where am I going to put them? So they've
Like,
moved
no,
house and
sorry,
they've
this
moved them
quilting
into their
feather that's
new
taking up
house.
all this space.
Yeah. But they're worth nothing now. They're absolutely worthless. And at
I mean,
one
other
point,
than
those,
just being super cute, that's all that they're worth anymore.
yeah. But there was a point, wasn't there, where like the Diana beds were selling for like £2,000, and now they're just worth nothing. You can't even give them away anymore.
Well, you can give them to me.
Do you want 2,500?
I guess I had to move the husband out of the house.
I'd have to put them on a pallet.
I'll kick the husband out and put the Beanie Babies in that room.
Yeah, I'd have to book a
Ghost
shipping
Fairy's
container.
asking, what do you prefer to make, bags or quilts?
Oh, it depends. I got asked this the other day on a podcast, and it's a really hard question because I love making bags because I love the 3D elements of them, but I love making quilts because it's my sewing time where I can
Yes.
switch off and just do the repetitive, mindless sort of mindful, not mindless.
Yes,
And
it's
it's
just
just
like the,
relaxing.
yes. It's like,
Yeah.
to me, it's like comparing apples to oranges
Yeah.
because I like making my small crafts because whenever I'm like burnt out from or like mentally overstimulated from making one quilt and getting that finished,
Yeah,
especially like whenever I was doing my commission quilts, then the smaller projects and everything is like a good cleanser for me.
yeah.
It helps keep me with my sojo instead of just letting it just sitting here like blah.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's nice to have the variety. And I only really ever sew clothes when I need something new. If I need at the moment I need some new t-shirts, so I've got some fabric delivered this week to make some new t-shirts, but until they wear out, I won't make more. So
Oh, it's too funny. John says I have all of the Beanie Babies and they're still in their packaging.
funny. Mine are all in a lot of mine are in those clear plastic boxes and they've all got the swing protectors on the tags. Oh, it's bizarre.
See, I always just took all mine out of the packaging and cuddled.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, so
There's something
Terry
I'm
says
gonna have
I
to
can
deal
buy
with.
them all at Five Below.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, okay, hang on one second. So Terry says, Adam, are you still modeling?
No, I'm not doing any of the runways currently. A lot of them have been, well, a lot of them actually haven't gone ahead recently because of the shows that book the boys to do the runways on the shows. They've just been doing a lot of sort of like upcycle challenges on the stage instead. So they've kind of moved away from promoting men's sewing and they've started doing a lot more upcycling and sort of remodeling and different things like that. So yeah, not this year, thankfully.
See, that's funny. I didn't even know you were even modeling.
Well, I've done a few catwalks at a few different sort of sewing shows. It's not
That is
modeling,
so
modeling.
awesome, though. That is awesome, though. Definitely something to have on your resume.
Yeah, it shows off your mermaids and it raises the sort of awareness that there are plenty of men that sew. So
Oh,
yeah, I think it
definitely.
is good.
Yeah, every time I hear about it, about a guy sewer or a guy quilter, I'm always trying to be like, hey, let me get you over on my channel to help raise awareness. Because I'm like, I think it's really awesome. 'Cause I cannot
Yeah,
get my boys to want to do it. They're like,
yeah.
no, we'll just bring it to you, mom.
Which I don't understand because the construction of quilts and things like that, the difference with like mitered corners and half square triangles and different degree triangles and things like that, there's so much that corresponds to like carpentry and other sort of skills.
Yeah.
So I
But
don't,
like
yeah, I don't
my
see.
oldest one, I could actually see him wanting to do it,
Yeah,
but because he's got that creative bug.
yeah.
He does like all my 3D prints for me. So like for instance, like this is one of the needle minders that he's designed for me.
That's so cute.
The best part is the magnet that you would normally glue to here is actually on the inside. He actually made it designed it to he put stops halfway through the print, puts the magnet in there, so it's like always in here, and then you just got to put the other magnet to it.
That's brilliant.
And he's even designed so many things. Like one of the things that he actually designed this, wanted to play with the idea, and this actually has the texture,
Oh, that is so cute.
and you can actually see the texture on here, and it feels like the little
Yeah,
feathers.
that's
He's like,
brilliant.
he's like, Mom, I'll never make this one to sell. This is a one and done. He goes, I just wanted to test it out to see. He's like, but this wasted so much filament. He's like, but it was so cute, so I had to do it for you.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I
I
love
love it.
penguins.
It's like I got my
It's
own
so
little baby
cute.
happy feet.
Yeah, so cute.
And he's constantly like, hey, you got anything else you need me to design? You got any other ideas of something you want me to design for you? Because he loves
Yeah.
playing with the whole cat software. And so his biggest thing lately is he'll try and search for something in AI
Yeah,
for a pit to get the picture, and then he'll bring that picture over into his CAD software and design it based upon that image it gives him.
brilliant.
And he comes up with some of the coolest stuff ever. Like he's even made like these really good, strong, heavy duty bag clips.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah. And then he designed this whole like it's like a tube that holds all those little magnets that goes on the back of my needle minders.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
he can actually try and dispense it out one at a time.
Oh, that's clever. Because they get really stuck to each other because they just build up more and more and more strength, don't they?
Yeah, because I keep them like this in the little box
Yeah.
I'll buy them in. Let's see. Guess who Nancy says? Oh, how sweet. Everybody's saying that they've enjoyed the show. And so Terry says he can sell the file to make those and make money that way. That is true. Okay. I think we're going to go ahead and end this here because I could probably keep you on here all day long talking. Because I'm not going to lie, totally having fun having you on here today.
Awesome. Thank you for asking me.
Definitely. But I hope everybody has a wonderful, beautiful day. If you get out and about, please be safe, have fun, and smile because you never know whose day you could change with a simple gesture of a smile. And Adam, thank you so much for coming on here with me today. I really enjoyed having you on.